everyone, welcome back to my channel. MTV released a preview clip for the season finale of Teen Mom OG and it is looking hella lit. The scene in particular that I'm talking about is when Farrah and Simon head out to dinner with Debra and her new boyfriend, Dr. David something or other. So we see Debra and David in the restaurant waiting for Farrah and Simon to arrive. So Farrah and Simon arrive. Farrah tries to shake this new man's hand. He leaps in for a hug, sort of forces a hug on her. We're not all huggers, Dr. David, just FYI. And Simon, shakes his hand. They all start off kind of nice and cordial with one another. And at a certain point, Simon was like, you know what? Let me just slip a little compliment in here just to get the conversation rolling on a good foot. So he tells Debra's boyfriend, David, that he's noticed a lot of great changes in Debra since she's been with him. He's like, you've sort of mellowed her out. You've brought the best out in her. And he cuts her off and he's like, no, Debra has always been great, you know what? And it's just people on TV, in the media and stuff who refuse to see her greatness or how kind-hearted she is and blah, 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 and just make her out to be something that she's not. They paint her in a corner all the time. And so Farrah's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, who does that? Who are the people who does that? And it's like, Farrah, you bitch. And so he's like, well, you do. Like, the way you treat her is just absolutely awful. She does so much for you. And it just turns into this argument and the preview clip just ends at that point. And I was on the edge of my seat. This is like the first time pretty much all season of Teen Mom OG, with the exception of that time that I thought Farrah was gonna name specifics when she was calling her mom out for gaslighting her, that I've been on the edge of my seat waiting to see a damn scene. And note that both times that I'm actually excited to watch Teen Mom OG has to do with Farrah, the one that they're trying to get kicked off. But that's none of my business. So anyway, I'm really curious about you guys' opinions of this upcoming scene. Do you think that he overstepped his boundaries, being that this was his first time meeting Farrah, his future daughter-in-law, and everything that he knows of her and Debra's relationship is either via the lens of MTV, where they manipulate and produce things to fit a certain narrative, or Debra, who also can manipulate and, frame things to fit her own narrative. He doesn't really have an objective view of it, and so he just sort of like came out on the offensive from like the jump. In that respect, I do feel like he sort of overstepped his boundaries. He should have probably chilled out a little bit, got a feel for her so that he could properly assess their relationship before saying, matter-of-factually that this is what it was, and there's no other way to slice and dice it. You guys, I'm so excited to see this scene. Like, let me know. Let's take bets on what's gonna happen. Like, is Farrah gonna walk out of the restaurant? Farrah actually is not the Macy type where you walk away from an argument. Farrah's just gonna talk in circles. Like, she was pretty incoherent the whole entire meeting. Like, a lot of her sentences were just word salad, but like I feel like she's just gonna keep rambling, and I feel like David might actually be the one to be like, you know what, this is too much for me. Debra, keep the ring. I'm leaving. Like, this girl is crazy and I don't want her as a future daughter-in-law. Anyway, you guys, I'm so excited to watch this scene with you. Let me know what you thought about the preview in the comment section down below. I'm going to give you a link to it as well in case you missed out. And of course, as usual, we'll chat. You can also like this video, subscribe for more, share it with your friends if you'd like, and feel free to follow me across social media as well, where I do love chatting with you. That's all for now, and thank you so much for watching.